2. Oh shit! I pressed the button early.
And this is how we do theater kids doing theater things. Because when you're in standby and you're like, "Okay, going live in 3, 2, oops," that's what happens.
3, 2, click.
Right? Welcome to Meadowlark. This is our first state of the Meadow. We don't know what we're doing, but that's the whole point of theater kids doing theater things. Because show me a theater kid who knows what they're doing ever.
And I'll show you a liar.
Right.
A very well put together liar.
Liars in stage are actors.
Yes.
Anyway. So thank you for joining us. My name is Adelaide. You might know me from some Meadowlark Productions as the Heroes of El, the Heroes of Hyrule. You kind of notice a theme. I do Heroes of Things. And my counterpart, I think I point this way I don't even have the stream up. I think I point this way. Is Baba Yaga. Who are you? Where do we know you from?
You know me from places and things. And soon, in like a couple of weeks, you'll know me from Paizo's Pathfinder 2 Pathfinder 2nd Edition NPC Core book, because I have a whole bunch of fine friends in there. So you should go buy that. I don't make money from it, but you should buy it. But yeah, you know me from here and other places, and I'm here now, and we are talking about the state of the Meadow. It's very important, very serious business. Very
serious business. So I think we should probably start off with for those who've been living on Mars with a rock over their head and their fingers in their ears. Who the heck is Meadowlark? How did Meadowlark start?
Are you asking me to answer, or
yeah?
Okay. So
here's the popcorn.
Step on in, folks. This is what it's gonna be like. So Meadowlark started from the idea of theater kids doing theater things, and like, well, we want to do theater things and have it mean something. Okay, we'll do streams for charity. That's super fun, super cool. We can do that, no problem. But there's probably a bunch of other people out there who have ideas for games and good causes that they want to raise money for, but don't have connections, don't have the technical or the artistry skills that, like, for making overlays and actually producing the show. So yeah, we were just like, hey, we could do that. We know how to do these things, and people, if you don't want to have to manage that, which is completely understandable, we'll manage that for you and get your game out the door and get some money raised. Yeah, that's, and then the name Meadowlark came about because that's what my late grandfather used to call my mother and I. We were his little meadowlarks, and that's something that's just like near and dear to me. So I was like, hey, we're naming it this, and Adelaide was like, okay.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Though, and I think it was it Hurricane Helena was our first show that we did. And we did I think it was originally called A Sprig of Holly, but it has now morphed into the Heroes of El.
Yup. Yeah, with pics of El as Adelaide played.
Yeah. That being my first online stream ever. So hey, why not do something quirky and fun? And with that, I do want to give a shout out to Okami, Isabits, and Mac. Am I missing somebody?
Mac Daddy. No, it's just the 4 of you.
Yeah, that's right. And I want to give a shout out to those players to let me just be ridiculous and nervous and scared AF for my first online stream, and they were just like, yes, and all the time, which was amazing. I would throw out ridiculous stuff, and they're like, okay, this is happening. All right, yep, let's go. Yeah, which was super cool. And then from the Heroes of L, Project Hope started doing their Winterfest. No, they're not Winterfest. They had Project Hope Miss. That was it. Yes, yes. Hope Miss. That we decided that we were like, yeah, this is cool. We can do this. Let's arf and go. And we had so many people sign up for so many super cool games. It was amazing. We had 5 in 1 week. I think we had like 5 games on deck.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Which is wild.
We over 40 hours. I think it's actually over 50 hours of content, like 11 or 12 or 13. I lost track of how many.
11, 12, 13. Let's keep going.
Something like that. And then, like 24 people from all over the US, Canada, UK, and Europe, which was really, really cool. And we reached our goal. We hit our goal. We got $500. And with Project Hope on Hope Miss, they had matching like for every team. So I can't remember if it ended up being 3 or 4 or 5 times, but yeah, what the money that our community raised got multiplied,
right?
Which just makes it even freaking cooler. Because love Project Hope. They're really cool people there.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, that was a really crazy hectic time. And then in January we ran 3 games for Project Hope's LA fire relief from the wildfires that tore through the county there. And we actually just finished the last one. It had gotten rescheduled out. But yeah, so we've in the last couple of months, in the last 3 months, we've had like 70 hours or 60 hours of stuff that's all getting slowly uploaded to YouTube.
Like that's the wild thing. That's the other huge shout out that I want to give to the Meadowlark community as a whole is that we went from, a couple of theater kids doing theater things to a community of like 50 people, almost, relatively speaking, almost overnight. Like, let's face it, we exploded, and my heart is so full of just gratitude to everyone who's like, yeah, I'll play in your crazy ass game. Yeah, sure, let's go. Which again, speaking of crazy ass, you'll notice that I am looking quite odd. If people knew me from IRL, I am not naturally a blonde, but so for my birthday, I decided that I was going to do a follower goal so that we could hit that 50 follower goal on Twitch, which then allowed us to get subscriptions, which allowed us to get ad revenue, which would then also go into the charities that we are running for. All the revenue that we would get from January is all going to be going to the California wildfires. So none of it actually goes to either of us. It's more of another option to, I can't donate any money because donating money in this economy, let's face it,
money would do, but I have a Prime,
exactly.
or I have these bits that I purchased back in the day.
Or even, you know what, I'm gonna go pee while Pepsi throws an ad up on the Twitch stream. I'm gonna go for a stretch break while these ads start playing, which is fine too, or even just sitting there and lurking. That all of these things can contribute to helping. So even if you're a lurker, we love you. So that being said, when we reached our 50 follower goal, I said I was going to get to the hairdo of time, which hello, Uncle
Benji
Ben.
is wrestling with me.
Hello, Uncle Ben. So I got my hair done as Link from Link Breath of the Wild specifically. I am now rocking the hairstyle, the hairdo of time. What can I say? I mean, this is the stuff you do for charity, right?
It's awesome.
Yeah, I love it.
Mm-hmm.
I absolutely love it. So, best story. Yes, I live in Canada. I am Canadian. I apologize for the inconveniences we cause. But I've been snow stuck for the last couple of days at my parents' because all of the roads are closed. And so my parents were driving. They were dropping me off some food at work, and I had neglected to tell them that I had cut and dyed my hair. And so my father walked right past me. And I was like,
gosh.
Dad. And he's like, what? And I was like, Dad, can I have some food? Oh.
He's like, why in tarnation?
Yep. Yeah. He's like, what have you done? Why? And I'm like, charity. And he's like, oh, okay. Okay. That's great.
That's not that's the, oh, my child.
Right.
It's like
yeah.
yeah. Oh.
Yeah, the epitome of every theater kid's parents. Oh, we're doing this now, are we? Okay. That's nice.
At least she's not going around singing Rent anymore.
Yeah, so yes, we hit the follower goal. I got my hair done in the hairdo of time, and tonight I realized that I am not an experienced cosplayer because it took me far too long to figure out how to do this to my hair.
Oh dear.
Yep. I have like hair mask in here to make it stick, and I can't even wear my glasses because the hair like sticks out, and so I'm just gonna pretend I know what I am reading off the screen.
That's when you just like zoom in really like a whole bunch.
Oh yes. Yeah, the words are at a 35-point font.
Ooh. Yeah, that's pretty big.
One word per line. It's a good thing I have two monitors.
Yep.
Yeah. So speaking of cosplay.
Speaking of pretty big.
Right. The next cosplay I do believe I am going to be doing. I guess this kind of leads in. I don't know if I'm jumping around everywhere.
Yeah, no, this is where I was leading. So we're on the same path.
Cool. So our next charity that we have on deck is for Gender Alchemy, and we are raising money. The link. Do we have a linky link in the Dooflicker?
I have a QR code.
Perfect.
But
that's cool
I don't have a link. We're actually talking with the charity right now to see if we can get them to finish setting up some things so they can be on Twitch, and it's part of the Twitch charities thing. So it's built right in, and they can also then get more people doing stuff.
Love that. Love that so much. So we are, so let me start my thought process from the beginning. So our next charity that we have on deck is Gender Alchemy. And a friend of mine is going to be shaving his head to jumpstart our campaign for a Sterling Garden. And so we were aiming to hit the $25 goal today. But you know, hey, roads are closed. So what else are you going to do but not shave your head? Because it's code. It's code.
It's very cold out.
So I do believe we are going to be doing a live hit next Saturday if we can hit $25 for Gender Alchemy. Connor has agreed that he will be shaving his head, and I am going to attempt to do a cosplay for my Sterling Garden character, Johanna. I can't really say a lot about this because I am speaking... Okay, so as a co-producer of Meadowlark, I usually have access to the Meadowlark drive. I have access to schedules because I make the schedules, I got the headshots, I do all the administration work, and then suddenly I went to open a file and it's like, yeah, you're not allowed to see this.
Sounds about right, yeah.
Excuse me? I am locked out of my own drive. So I can't really say a lot about it, so I think I'm gonna popcorn over to Baba Yaga again, and can you tell us more about a Sterling Garden and how fucking awesome it's gonna be?
Yeah, I can do that.
In a minute.
I'm getting a QR code.
Right, sorry,
so
I threw you off.
We can do
My
that. because I was
bad.
like, I should do that. Okay. But yeah, so a Sterling Garden is going to be a Star Wars 5e game. What the heckarina Rooney is a Star Wars 5e game?
Oh, look at that art. Sorry.
Yeah.
That's me.
Let me get the QR code on here. That's Joanna's art that we have up. And I'm getting the QR code. Whoop. We're doing this live, mother truckers.
Heck yeah, this is how you do stream online. Love it.
Yep. Okay, so the QR code is now in the bottom right corner.
Love it.
Do your little phone thing, you click on that. And yeah, we're gonna hopefully get them onto Twitch charities thing for ease of access. But yeah, so the game is Star Wars 5e, which is a Star Wars port of 5e, and it makes it a little bit easier for players to pick up. And our art is done by the GM, by the wonderful Sophia. This is another one of the characters. This is Kay Damfer's character, Bella Lago. This is Mr. Ray's character, Mar Ordo.
Can I just give another shout out randomly to AKA Sketch? Because she did all of this art in like a day.
Yeah.
Like, it's wild.
It is crazy.
Yeah.
Wild child. And this is Octorthal. This is Demerm Train, Demerm Rights. I'm gonna put everybody in
Heck
the
yeah.
thing. I believe Kay's in. No, Kay's not activated yet. I might have done. Come on, I don't have these activated anymore. Oopsies.
That's okay.
That's fine. But yeah.
We will be doing a little mini character blurb on Twitter or X or the Bird app or whatever the heck you want to call it, as well as Blue Sky. We're going to be featuring each character with a little blurb. With a little
blurb.
Right? Or like the little elevator, the character elevator pitch, as I like to call it. And where you're gonna have we'll have a headshot, and we'll have the socials, and we'll have the blurps, the blurpy blurps, and yeah. So keep an eye out on our Meadowlark socials for all of that. Sorry, I've cut you off again.
It's fine. You cut me off all the time. I do. We cut each other off. It's fine. Yay. Where? Oh God, where am I? Here I am. So yeah, Sterling Garden is follows a group of people who are absolutely normal people with no dark and tragic past, no hidden traumas. As Star Wars characters are, they are all completely adjusted, perfectly mentally and emotionally healthy people.
Yes.
I know all of the secrets for the entire game. Like, I know everything. And I know the things that the players have told me. I know the things the players haven't told me. I see all, and it's wonderful. This is going to be for those who enjoy a good space drama. This is going to hit the marks. This is going to be a fun. Fun just feels like a bad term when you're talking about Star Wars universe. And the hint I will give about when this is, a protocol has been enacted. A specific protocol has been enacted, and people are recovering. So yeah, those who know. Those who don't will find out on the first episode. Which I'm gonna pop the thing back up because it says the dates, which is March 6th. So just in a couple weeks here.
Right?
So
That's
much
wild.
fun. Yep. Yeah. So those scalawags and scamps. And again, we're going to be raising money for Gender Alchemy, which is a 501c3 that's located out of Fresno. Their mission is conjuring trans and gender expansive joy through community nourishment and advocacy for their area. And it is a wonderful cause with amazing people who are involved there, both in the organization and in the community. So we are just pleased as punch to be able to, provide some entertainment, because they're going to be watching the show as well. With the Sterling Garden, we are going to be aiming for next day uploads for the sessions.
Okay.
So yeah, I'm doing that. Don't worry. But I got forgot to talk with Adelaide about that. But yeah, we're aiming for that, so that way the community at Gender Alchemy can enjoy it, because the shows are going to be during the time of one of their meetings. So sorry. I was like, well, what if they wanted to play it at the meeting? Joking, like they know that's not what therapy and group meetings are for.
Right?
But,
Yep.
No.
Ended on one of those, and on a lighter note.
But yeah, so that's Gender Alchemy. Love the cause.
Right.
Yeah, and the people are pretty cool, which is awesome. Yeah, so that's starting up in March. Also in March, we are going to be having a open call for our April event, which Kat has schemed up. So I'm gonna let you take over, Adelaide.
This is where you popcorn back to me.
Yep.
Yes, so April is going to be the I was trying to figure out like a kind of a word play on April Fool's birthday bash, because I don't know, April Fool's birthday just kind of like that's like so third grade. And it was like, April Jabroni Bash, or you're a mook. No, I don't know. I got nothing. So it's right now it's still called the Baba Yaga's April Birthday Bash, where Baba Yaga gets to do nothing. She gets to play. She can
make
relax.
Art and play.
That's it. I'm gonna be hosting a whack ton of stuff. So yes, while a Sterling Garden is still gonna be running, everything that's gonna be happening is in March. Nope, not March. April. Final answer. Is not going to be streamed. So if you are a member of the Meadowlark community, this is going to be one of our first community day, community events, community month-long get-together. Yeah. None of it is streamed, so you don't have to worry about embarrassing yourself on the internet like I do all the time. We are right. Theater kids. I am going to start off. I am going to be running the Quest for the Frozen Flame. It is my first Pathfinder adventure path. I've never played Pathfinder before.
Well, you've played Pathfinder. You haven't GM'd Pathfinder.
Have I played Pathfinder?
Yeah, that's what Sprig of Holly is, babe.
I'm dumb. Okay, so
I'm nodding to the like, not that you're done, but yes.
Yeah, I'm
We can
pretty.
make you cry too.
There's better things than being stupid.
There's worse things than being, yeah.
That's First time GMing Pathfinder 2nd Edition. I'm going to be doing the Adventure Path Quest for the Frozen Flame. And it's going to be on Mondays. It's also going to be a drop-in, drop-out. So if you can make one of the Mondays, but you can't make the second Monday, or you can't make the third Monday, whatever, I have figured out how it can be this character's here, poof, gone, and this character's here, poof, this character's here, poof. So it's going to be a drop-in, drop-out. And if there is enough interest for it, then I will continue past the first module, because it's broken up into 3 adventure paths. This is where I start talking with question marks. There's 3 adventure paths in the Quest for the Frozen Flame campaign.
There's books with chapters. That's how to think about it. Books with chapters.
Haha. So, yes. So, my goal is April is going to be, the first 4 weeks is going to be the first book. And then if there is enough interest and we want to keep going, then I will keep going forward. The other thing is going to be, so you want to be a DM. So okay. So I got a little bit excited there. I was asked a couple of weeks ago, how do I be a DM? And I was like, wait, why are you asking me? I don't fucking know. And they're like, I've been told that I would be a really great, game master. I don't know how. And I'm like, why are you asking me? I don't know what I'm doing. So I have started kind of compiling my thoughts on how to be a game master. And so I'm gonna have a 2-day workshop. It's gonna be I think it's 2 Saturdays.
Look at the calendar.
Let me get my calendar here that I didn't write it down on.
Uh-oh.
I don't know where it is. Somewhere in the Discord. Anyway, it's gonna be a 2-day session. I believe it's Friday, across 2 weeks. There's like a Friday and then a Friday. Haven't decided on time, because I do want to make it open to all of the community. So even if you are UK, or if you are not UK, I want to find a good time that everyone can be involved. And yes, I am going to cover the topic, how do you handle those situations? We all have those situations, right? And so I'm gonna impart some of my life coach training. Not necessarily conflict management, but I am a certified life coach. And so I'm gonna give, how can you take these situations and make it easier, because it can be very hard. And also, how do you master the public speaking, because there's a lot of talking in DMing.
How we are super good at the public speaking. I shouldn't do that to us. We actually are decent at it, but also like totally unprepared most of the time. But there's tips for that. There's tips and tricks.
Right? My favorite, and see, this is, you need to have your fidget. Everyone has a fidget. Also my favorite see? Right. Oh my god, that looks like, see this, and this is again. This is how you do. Where was I talking? What was I talking about? Fidgets.
I don't know. Fidgets.
Oh, how do you control your players? How do you control the game without railroading the players? Oh man, yours makes sound. What?
It's from the future. It flies. It's very loud though, so I can only do it on games where I can mute myself, which isn't right now. So I won't do it, but yeah, I'll just sit here and be like,
right? Also, how do you minimize distractions during a game? Because everybody has an attention span. Some of us have an attention span of a gnat, like myself. Other people have an attention span where they are honed and focused. So, how do you find that balance? All of these questions and more on how do you want to be a dungeon master? I feel like I just trademarked something in there, and I'm probably going to get DCMA'd for that.
Oh no.
Right. And third planned thing is on April 26th. Yes, final answer. April 26th is Scarshak's birthday. We are going to do, and I found this today, and I think it's the best thing ever. Little House on the Scary. And it is just, it's 8 horrific encounters that are from the Ravenloft. They're originally supposed to be in like a little town of Ravenloft, but if you know me, nothing I find ever stays where it's supposed to be. And so what I tend to say is when I GM, I will take the module, I will tear it up in a whole bunch of pieces, I will find something that I feel is really cool at the time, and I will put that and the module in a shoebox, and I'll fill that shoebox with glitter, and then I'll shake it on medium speed for about 15 minutes, and then whatever's left over is the module you get to play.
That is so appropriate.
Right. Yeah. Yes. So so that's April. That being said, that's all the stuff that I'm doing in April. Baba Yaga's birthday is April 1st. We have to figure out a super cool game for that. And you're not DMing anything, but you want to DM something? No, you're not DMing.
No, I'm not DMing anything.
Right.
Because I will be preparing for 2 things.
Yes.
And one of the things has a casting call that opens up in March, and the other one has the casting call open up in April. So the thing that opens up, and it's casting calls casting calls always come before the game starts.
Yes.
So in March, the casting call will open up for Ghost Town, which is a Deadlands Weird West double barrel, the 2-shot. That we're going to be.
That's fun. I get it now.
Yeah, that's why we call it double barrel. It's 2-shot and shotgun. That's going to be going on May 8th and 15th. And in April, the casting will open for a Walking Dead RPG game that's called Welcome to Tallahassee. That is The Walking Dead, so zombies, the zombs. But it is set at Tallahassee International Airport in 1997. So, Tallahassee, Florida, for anybody who doesn't know. I'm sure if you're on the internet, you have heard memes about Florida. We're going to the epicenter. We're going all the way back to the start. Yeah, that's going to be Red. I forget what we said for that. I think August?
I think so.
Okay, that's what I thought. Yeah. And then in May, we're going to be having our 2-part season finale for A Sterling Garden.
Mm-hmm.
That's going to be super, super fun and sad. Just because I don't want the show to end. It hasn't started yet, and I don't want it to end.
I know. I feel like that's the secret reason why D&D campaigns or just TTRPG campaigns never end. So that you never have that. You never have that. They're just,
and I've been playing with my group of guys on Saturday now for 10 years. Like,
damn,
March is our 10-year anniversary, and we've played through pretty much every campaign for 5e. And
that's awesome.
It's been an absolute blast because even like the characters change and our character like PC to PC dynamics will change, but it's still the same group, and that like I'm so happy I got my boys. I love my boys. Saturday with the boys.
That's so cool.
Yeah. And I'm the youngest, which is also kind of weird. So I'm like everybody's annoying little sister, which I have feelings about. But no, they put up with me. They tolerate me.
That's awesome. I love that.
So yeah, in May, we also have 2 signups opening up. The first one will be for a campaign that's starting up in August. That is a Starfinder 2nd Edition campaign called The Vast.
Yes.
That is about a crew of Starfinders and their ship who are trying to search something down in the vast. But we have that, and we have our summer camp signups that will be opening up for Meadowlark Summer Camp. Yeah, so what the heckerini Rooney is that? I feel like I've talked too much again.
You're doing fine.
Okay. So yeah, summer camp is a digital event, so it's not. We're unfortunately we're not actually at like a centralized location where people can show up and we can all hang out in person. Physically, but yeah, so it's a digital event where all of the participants who sign up are going to get sorted into different cabins, and they can pick like cabin mascot, cabin name, all that fun stuff. And the goal of the camp is for each cabin to create a one-shot in the TTRPG system of their choice, and work together on the various elements of that, because different systems have different things that they require. We're not putting any restrictions on any system. So if they want to whip out a dread and be like, this is our dread hack, cool. So yeah, we'll have a couple of weeks of teams, the cabins, working through and having some community nights and events to kind of like do the summer camp type atmosphere. And then at the end, we will be having a big old stream fest where everybody can show off the one shots that they worked on. They can play them on the stream. We will be donating money to charity. Haven't picked out the charity just yet. Wanted to talk about that over with our campers and see kind of like what they want to do. But yeah, when you donate for the summer camp, when you donate money, you will get a copy in PDF of all of the one-shots that our campers made as your reward, as your thank you gift for doing the donation. So yeah, that's our summer camp. That's going to be basically the whole month of July. Starts up on July 1st, and then the last 10 days are when the presentations, the streams will be happening.
Have we decided on a theme for the summer camp yet?
Well, I liked your suggestion, Adelaide. Do you want to tell the fine folks at home?
Well, I didn't know if we had finalized that. You know what? We could also put it to a vote.
We could put it to a camper vote, yeah.
We could put it to a camper vote. So, I mean, what better way to have a summer camp than to poke fun at the hosts of summer camp, right? And so one idea that I had was you can do, as you had said, it's open concept. If you want to mix and mash all of your different TTRPG mechanics together, 100%. The theme of the summer camp is going to be Meadowlark. So you need to use either a Meadowlark symbol somehow in your campaign you can make Meadowlark the evil corpo of Cyberpunk Nation.
Mm-hmm.
You could make me the BBEG, where I'm trying to take over the world, and Baba Yaga has come to you saying, I need help, Adelaide's lost her mind, she didn't say sorry for anything she did. She's just
I think
walking
somebody
around.
took over Adelaide. She said she hates cats.
She's walking around throwing maple syrup and double doubles at everybody.
That sounds normal.
Shut up. But yeah, you know, so I mean, I would love to see myself become a BBEG of somebody. Or hey, another idea would be Meadowlark trying to schedule an event, but the BBEG is a calendar.
Yeah.
Schedules and conflicts.
That is the biggest, baddest evil of them all.
Right. That's what I'm saying.
We skipped over something kind of cool.
Did we?
Yeah.
I can't read the notes.
Season of Ghosts.
Oh yeah! That's my thing!
In June, Adelaide's gonna be doing Season of Ghosts. She's gonna be GMing that shit.
Yeah! So, not gonna lie, I'm gonna be using the Quest for the Frozen Flame... Quest for the Frozen Flame. Unique, New York. To kind of prepare myself for my first online stream of a campaign. I've done a couple of one-shots here and there, but I've never actually done an online campaign with multiple situations. Season of the Ghost, again, it's another adventure path. It's a 4-parter, and it's content warnings. It is. I'm going to be flexing my narrative horror muscles. Usually I'm the kind of goofy, aloof, let's just have some fun, rule of cool. This is going to be blood and gore all over the floor and me without a spoon. It's if horror is a red flag, you may want to player discretion. Casting is going to be... Casting call is going to be in March? Is that what we said?
I thought we were going to try to do selective casting on this one. I want to do Dream Team.
Right.
That sounds rude. That's not necessarily a diss to anybody, but we were talking about, like, for this game, for this situation.
Yeah, because you really need to, I mean...
Horror games, there has to be, like, a real good, solid trust and understanding and comfort in order for it to be safe, so yeah.
Absolutely, so yeah, it's definitely going to be a thing. I am oddly excited for it, strictly because it gives me a chance to, really look at my narrative skills and not necessarily make light, happy laughter of everything. As I say, usually I'm let's just escape reality for a couple hours and have some fun. This is going to be fun, but it's going to be like American Horror Story fun?
It's
kind of psycho.
Different. No, it's different, and it requires different parts of you. Like, cause you had, like, it's all.
It's gonna be something. It's gonna be fun. I'm really looking forward to it. It's gonna be neato.
And you're gonna put your own special twists on it, which you were talking about your chaos touch earlier with Quest of the Frozen Flame, and I was like, I don't even know what you're gonna do with Season of Ghosts.
I mean, right? And so one just pure example is my first campaign that I ever actually ran was Wild Beyond the Witchlight. And I had mashed Wild Beyond the Witchlight with the Rakdos Circus from Magic the Gathering. And I just put both of those in a shoebox, and I went and out came this amazing campaign that I loved playing so much. It was great.
I have glitter.
You do? Oh, glitter bomb. There's a glitter bomb and a half.
Yeah, it's unicorn glitter.
Oh, jeez. That's amazing. But yes, so
yeah.
there's definitely going to be some horror elements. I haven't figured out what I'm gonna mix it with yet, but it's gonna be something for the ages.
Mix it with mix horror with more horror, and then some body horror.
Oh yeah. Yeah, and see, and that's also maybe some not necessarily just like graphic horror, but also some like psychological horror where you go to bed and you're afraid to turn the lights off. That's what I want.
Love that. Yes.
Yeah. I secretly kind of want someone to DM me and be like, "You bitch. I watched your stream and I couldn't go to sleep and turn the light off last night because you scared the bejesus out of me." That's
like we want to make sure that there's full disclosure. People walk into it with consent, and then like most horror fans understand that. Oh, you fucking got me with that! Like that moment right there.
Yeah,
it's keep playing. Like yes, and that's similar with my Walking Dead, and even though it is like I am going for lighthearted stuff with that, it still is The Walking Dead. I still want like just absolute horror.
Yeah. That's where I'm headed.
Oh, you know what I forgot to do? I forgot to pop up all the dang friggin' art for the different
all of the ads that we're talking about?
Yeah! I'll do that right now. Okay, so
in review,
we have a Sterling Garden that's starting up in March and will be running through the end of May. We have Ghost Town, which is a Deadlands Weird West 2-shot that will be May 8th and 15th. Next one that will be up is Season of Ghosts, which is going to be in June, with Adelaide at the helm. Then we have our summer camp, which this has the dates on it. April 1st, the camp signups start.
Yeah.
I think I have a family emergency happening.
Oh?
Yeah.
Okay. You know what? That's cool. You have a family, you know what? Emergency comes first. Thank you guys. This has been State of the Lark, and we're going to have all of these dates, and you can see this video on our YouTube posted in the next little while. I've been Adelaide. That's Baba Yaga. Have a good night.
Yep. Bye.
Bye.